Here we go. Let stage 2 begin. Another empty car park. I'm the last one to leave. That's because I'm sweeping again. We're just leaving my hometown of Port Macquarie. Turned on the sunshine for us. When we arrived here on Thursday, it was bucketing down. And again on Friday, it was wet as well. But yesterday, Saturday was beautiful. Today is beautiful as well. And all our tracks have been watered down nicely. So the riding's going to be awesome. Definitely still be a few slippery bits out there, but yeah, really looking forward to getting out on the tracks. They're going to be in amazing condition, I reckon. I was really surprised last week on stage 1 how good some of the roads were. They're in brilliant condition. Yengo track in the Blue Mountains, Hunter Valley area, that was in prime condition. Barry Way, I've never seen that road so good. And there's a few of us commented how quiet the roads were. There really didn't seem to be many people or vehicles out and about. A lot of the businesses are saying they're quiet at the moment, so maybe people just aren't out and about travelling as much. That works all right for us. It's Sunday, we're getting out of port, let's hit the trails. It feels good to get back out on the gravel roads again. We've just travelled, how far? 30 kilometres out of town. I actually took a bit of not a shortcut, but more bitumen to get here. But yeah, we've hit the gravel now, just out of port, rolling through some beautiful countryside here. That's Rollins Plains off to our left. Pacific Highway's just over the hill there. We've just left Telegraph Point and we're heading up north. This is the old coast road, as they call it. Runs up towards Kempsey. And it's a pretty decent gravel road most of the way. It's like this for, I don't know, 10 kilometres or so, and then a little bit becomes a little bit more of a goat track. But it's all, should be pretty good today with all the moisture that's been around here lately. It's in fine condition. Almost looks like there could be a bit of dust kicking up, funnily enough. It's already dried out enough on the top surface with bit of sunshine yesterday, and indeed there is dust. That's unreal. With how much water Port Macquarie during the month of May had something like 348 mils of rain during May, and most of that came in the last 2 or 3 weeks of the month. It's been stopping down here for the whole month. While we were away on stage 1, it basically didn't stop raining until the day after, or our second rest day. The first rest day in port, it was still raining pretty heavily, and the second day then it eased up, the sunshine came out, and now we've got a glorious day. Love it. This one's a little bit sketchy. Hard to know whether you should go fast or slow over that one. Green, slippery logs. Ish. So just looking at the odometer there, we do 2,500 kilometres for the first stage from Hall's Gap up to Port Macquarie. I didn't follow the route exactly, I had to do a couple of shortcuts here and there, but yeah, 2,500 kilometres for the first stage, and this second stage from Port Macquarie up to Townsville, it's kind of similar, it's about 2,600. I've just filled up there at the service station just off the highway. We're cutting around the backside of Kempsey here, and then we'll get on some of the good back dirt roads around towards Willaroo, around through Temagog, and yeah, we head up to the little Willawarra General Store, which is a real little gem. They've got a cool collection of old magazines in there, and yeah, just a proper old school general store, which is pretty cool. Oh! What was that left turn about? Well, you just had a little front end tuck, caught the edge of a rut, and it turned you in. All right. You'll be very glad to hear, David, that I had the action camera running then. Got you in all your glory. We'll be able to analyse that one later. Beautiful area. This track's easy enough, but it still keeps it interesting. We're getting up closer to Bellingen. one last little kicker in the dark there. It's a bit unexpected. Unnamed stream. That's a good name for a creek. What a pretty spot. Pretty little valley down here. We're getting close to Waterfalls Way near Bellingen. Just trying to think of the name of this valley, where we are or what road we're on. We're somewhere near Horseshoe, what is it, Horseshoe Road, Horseshoe Bend Road, something like that, out of Bellingen, but that's not the name of this road. Yeah, I can't tell you, can't remember. But pretty little spot, really semi-tropical sort of area. You can see all the ferns. There's lots of bamboo down here as well, and it gets quite dark underneath this canopy of trees, but relatively warm, so things grow pretty well. What are they, staghorn ferns, I think, hanging off the tree there? Beautiful spot. Lots to look at. That was a really good fun road coming down there too. So just notice on the GPS we're on Kalang Road. So Kalang Road is bitumen this last 5k's or so, heading up towards Waterfalls Way at Bellingen. Stopping there for some lunch and a coffee. Just gone 1 o'clock, so didn't leave Port Macquarie. Well, I didn't leave port until nearly 10 o'clock. It was 9:45, I think. Yeah, somewhere around 9:45 getting out of Port Macquarie, and just gone 1 o'clock getting up towards Bellingen. The roads after Bellingen are fairly open and flowing. We've got to go up Waterfalls Way to Dorrigo on the tar, and then a few k's out of Dorrigo we'll get back on the gravel, and it's good flowing gravel roads through there up to Glenray, and then around Glenray we'll get back on bitumen, and then it's all bitumen up to Grafton for tonight. I will do, there's a couple of enduro sections here that I'll run through those, sweep them. But I'd say most of the riders are well ahead of us. Just got Dave and Michael behind me, but most of the other riders are should be a little distance up the road, hopefully. Yummy. Settle down, girls. Go to the right, I think, Nick. Tall Paul. Good, mate. Yeah, he's probably taking the road route. So we had the road route heading out that way. Try and squeeze. Yeah, so he should be right. He's been taking it pretty easy. Righto. Cheers. Thanks. Bye. Sorry about that. Now the interest level is up a bit. A few ruts. Pick our way through. Conditions are great in here. Not slippery at all. Quite a few rocks on the track though, so we don't want to buff those or that log. There's some enduro single track off to the, oh, that's a bit of a hole. Enduro single track off to the left back there. Yeah, quite rocky here. It's a lot of the soil's been washed out. Tree. So at the moment we're just out the back of Coffs Harbour near Karamba, more or less. We left Origo 20-30 minutes ago, heading across towards Glenray and picking our way through one of the enduro tracks here. It's got a few more line options to it. I'm sweeping this enduro section and the other guys are out on the main adventure route. There looked like there was 3 riders in on this enduro section just ahead of me. I may catch them or I may not. Depends. It was a bit hard to see on Life 360 how updated it was in terms of timing or how far ahead they were. We shall see when we come back on the main track. Well, that enduro section was a bit of fun. A few ruts and rocks to pick your way around. Try and find the smooth line. Hard to see with that sun glare. We're just about to rejoin the adventure route at Nana Glen. There's not much here at Nana Glen, a few houses around, and the next little town is Glenray, where there's a pub, a general store. Stay there, doggies. Really pretty valley in here, it's beautiful. It's getting a little bit cool in the shade now though. The temperature's 16 degrees here. Back before near Dorrigo it was got down to about 14 degrees. You definitely felt it a bit cooler. Surprisingly, our altitude is only 80 metres here. I would have thought we're up higher than that. We're on the back side of the range. Don't know why the hell Siri just started a time, huh? It's ridiculous. And we've got a left turn here, and we'll have a look and see if we're ahead of the other guys back on the adventure route. Here's the weird bendy bridge in Grafton. Got a kink in it. over the big river, the Clarence River, if I remember correctly. Big wide river like we get up here in northern part of New South Wales. Lots of big wide rivers like this. Not often you get kinky bridges though. Bit weird having curves in the middle of a bridge. Not sure why they did that. Well, it was a good day. Beautiful weather conditions. A little bit fresh at times, but pretty damn nice, really. And this is our motel just on the left here, tucked in behind KFC. All the youths are out. We're out of town a little bit, but it's only about 2 blocks walk down to the pub.